Hi, everybody, and welcome into Niner FIFA Radio's post game show. I'm your host, Jaymie. Here to um, go over the 49ers Arizona game that just ended about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, hope you guys are um, doing all right. Feel free to post any thoughts you have in the chat. I'll be going through them. First, we're going to just do our little ad reads real quick, and then I will be right there. Here we go.
Sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at ninerfaithfulradio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join.
For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 4 apparel is finally here. To see this year's designs and also save 20% off of Season 1 through 3 designs, go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop.
Tune in every Monday to watch Jason react to the highlights of last week's game. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for bearing with me with that. Have some people here. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you. Great. Awesome interception from Bosa. Agreed. That was a very good play in the second quarter. We'll be going through all of that. First, we're going to share. I have ESPN pulled up, so we have the box score, so we can see already. Let me guys know that. Let me know if you guys can see this okay. All right. So as you can see from the score, 49ers lost by 1 point. They were shutout in the second half. They couldn't get into the end zone or anything, and then Jake Moody got hurt his, I believe it's his kicking leg, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, let's start off. I don't know if we should start off with the positives or negatives first. Negative is the defense is struggling hardcore, and I think it's part injury, part it's just a lot of I don't know. They're just it was a struggle. It like they were gassed in that second half, and they could just not get off the field. And their running back, James Conner, was just running all over them in the second half. They finally got to it, and then Kyler Murray had that opening drive where he ran like what was it, like a 50-yard run into the end zone. Kid is fast. Yeah, it was a struggle, guys. Like this was not good. They had it. Looked like they had it pretty well in the first half, and they just could not get it together. Yeah, I don't really know what else to really do, guys. It's this team, especially defensively. Like offense, we've been inconsistent, but there's been moments. And Brock Purdy is definitely like this was not his best game by all means, but he's been showing really good improvement over the last couple of weeks, especially since the beginning of the season. But man, defensively, I'm thinking to the point where we just try to like our draft in April is going to be trying to reload our defense because I think we need to. I think we just need to get younger guys in here. I think our defensive guys are getting older and they're just not. When you get older, you don't have as much injuries, as much energy and stuff, and guys are getting hurt, and it's just been a real struggle. Yeah, the it was just bad. Special teams played really well though this game, which is wild. They had a block kick, block kick for a return for a touchdown, which is great. Um, George Kittle had a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk had an insane game. He had, well, we can look at the score right now. He had 8 receptions, 12 targets. He had over 100 yards. He had 147 yards. His average was 18.4. He didn't get a touchdown. Um, George Kittle had 8 receptions, 12 targets for 64 yards. He did have a drop. Since we're speaking on offense, we'll show Kim's comment here. Glad Ayuk had a breakout game and showed his work that he was worth. She corrected on the next one, worth that contract extension. Great, and I feel like he definitely showed out this game very much. He looked more like last season's Ayuk, which is definitely him and Purdy were definitely on the same page this game, which I think is extremely important. And I think like this is kind of what I thought was going to happen. I figured he would need like a few games to kind of get back in rhythm with Purdy, get back that rapport that he had with him last season, and just keep going for it. And get himself back into football shape. And I think he's finally doing that. He made some really crazy catches. His little spin one, that first big 53 yard? Yeah, 53 yards was like insane. His footwork on that. And he had a really good kind of contested where he had to jump up and pretty much reach up to grab it in the first half of the game. That was a really good catch. He had some really strong catches. So I definitely think that is a good sign. Dewan Jennings was not as much of a factor. He did. I don't know if it was like what happened, but something with his hand. I think people are saying it was like a finger issue, like he dislocated his finger or something. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, this was not the game that the Niners wanted going into Seattle. But the good thing is, I believe, we could check right now, that Seattle lost as well. And so this was a crazy game. It definitely, I saw people on Twitter saying it echoes the Rams game that happened a couple of weeks ago, and I definitely think it did. But they play really well in the first half, and they slowed down in the second half. And it was extremely hot out there. I definitely think Arizona is more used to playing in that kind of weather than the Niners are, because it's not normally as hot as it was today as it was at Levi's. So, it was, this is just the thing where special teams was the element of the game that was playing really well. The defense and offense had its moments, but overall they were both really struggling. Nick Bosa did have a rare Bosa interception, which is great. The defense could just not get to Kyler, which sucks, but it's honestly not that surprising. He's very hard. He's one of the harder quarterbacks to tackle. But yeah, it just, I don't know, guys. It was just, it sucks. It looks like up here in the corner we can see Seattle lost too. So Seattle's coming down a loss too. So that is going to make Thursday's game even tougher. Yeah, guys, I don't really know. It's going to be, that Seattle game is going to be tough. And I don't know if that's a factor into all this. I definitely think it's going to be a struggle this year. This season's giving me very much 2020, like post 2019 Super Bowl loss vibes, which is not that surprising. I don't know. It's the kind of the vibes that I'm getting from this team. It's just been a struggle. Like you can even see here, Brock Purdy was not that efficient. He was 19 of 35, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. His rating was a 62.1, which is low for him. Yeah, and a lot of those, over like at least half of those is to Brandon, which is kind of funny. Yeah, guys, I don't know. That second half was stressful. They just defense could not get off the field. They were just struggling as all get out, to be honest. Um, and so it was just rough. Jordan Mason played pretty solid. He did have the fumble that gave Arizona Arizona the ball back to where they scored and got the lead after the field goal. So that really sucks. Um, yeah. And I don't think Jordan Mason had a touchdown this game. No, he did not. Um, so it's gonna be real rough, guys. I don't even know. Um, I really need him to to win on Thursday because this will be like the first year in a couple years where we'll be like 0-3 because we've dominated the division the last couple years. That's definitely not happening this year. Um, but yeah, I definitely could see this coming off season definitely like a um not like a full on rebuild, but just like a replenish. Like we need to get as many talented young guys in here as we can because it's not cutting it. And I just think it's a combination of injuries and just like not our depth being as thin as it is because of the injuries. And it's been rough, guys. Let me see. Kim has another comment. The fumble came out the wrong point in the game as as if we weren't having a hard enough time. Agreed. Um, it was. It's and he's honestly not been that bad. He hasn't really. I'm trying to remember. I don't think he's fumbled. Like that was a clear fumble. He was not down. Um, I do think earlier in the season there was one where the ball came loose, but I think he was already down, so they were able to overturn it. But that was rough. Because if we could have kept going on that drive, we could have scored. We would have been fine. But yeah, overall it was pretty rough. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It was not what I was expecting. But maybe this is just how the season's gonna turn out. Maybe we just gotta have a season like this to get through. I know there's been a lot of overreaction on Twitter and online and stuff, and it's just like I understand the frustration. I'm frustrated too, but like we do not. I don't know. I'm not here for the fire Kyle Shanahan takes. I just don't think that's the move. I just don't think that's the move at all. So I'm not buying into that right now. I think I don't unless like Bill Belichick or somebody comes out of retirement, like there's nobody really like that I would think is as good as Kyle is right now. And like look, I think Kyle can overthink things, and I think he is his biggest issue is he overthinks things. And that is his problem. I think that's a big part of our red zone like problems too. Is he overcomplicates stuff, which is a problem. And so like that is his biggest issue, and I just don't know how you can ultimately fix that. So any other comments, guys? Because that's pretty much it. Like this game was rough. Uh let's see. For Moody. Yeah, agreed. I hope he's okay. That the replay they did looked bad. I think he like planted his foot, and his foot definitely went the wrong way. So don't be surprised the Niners sign a kicker like pretty quickly. So that's probably definitely gonna be. I would not be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if like Monday or Tuesday we get some sort of confirmation of what's of on him. So we'll have to see. The only good news is like once Thursday night game's over, they'll have like a little mini bye, and so they'll definitely get some rest, which I think is something that the team needs. Definitely. And we got Bryant here. Don't worry if the Niners call me, I'll be ready to kick. Preach. I thought it was funny that as soon as that thing happened, the camera pans over, and Juice is standing there like practicing kicks, just in case. Even though Wisnowski was, I think the second was the actual backup, but I thought that was kind of funny. So we'll have to see. And Brian, if you can kick, maybe see if you can get over there. Who knows? Who knows? Be ready, Brian. Agreed. Always be ready. Um. So yeah, it'll be an interesting short week this week, guys. Yeah, it's just gonna be rough. Um, we'll have to see what ends up happening. But yeah, this was not the game, man. It really was not. So, alrighty, guys. Well, unless there's any other comments, I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Um, it was overall pretty. First half was really good. Second half was pretty good. Second half was not it, and the Niners normally don't get shut out, so that is very concerning. So we'll have to keep up with that. Alrighty, guys. Unless there's any other comments or anything like that, please let me know. We're gonna stop this. All right. Just anything else, just let me know. But yeah, it was rough, guys. I don't even know what to say. I hope that we're able to turn around and at least make the playoffs. But if they keep playing this way, that does not look like the case. So we'll have to see if the second half of the season, they look better, and when we start getting people back, which who knows what's going to happen. But alrighty, guys. Well, try to enjoy the day tomorrow, even though it's not a victory Monday. I will be seeing you guys very soon. Keep a post. TJ is joining Jason up in the Pacific Northwest. They'll be up there together. They're gonna go to the game, so should have at least some fun stuff coming up. So definitely keep an eye out on that. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. And as always,